Hey guys, welcome back. We did a video yesterday or the day before. I don't know. But it was on Alnwick Castle. And the video we had was like they were going on a walking tour inside, which was really interesting. I loved seeing the inside of it, but it didn't touch on any of the history. There was no narration or anything at all. So I said, I would like to come back to it and do a little bit more on the history. So that's what we're going to do today. This is from History Victorum, and it is Alnwick Castle History, Percy Family, 4K. And I will link this video in the description, as always, if you want to go check out their stuff. And we'll also have links over to Patreon and how you can support the channel here on YouTube. But let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Alnwick Castle is located in the very vital and historically precarious border region with Scotland. It's the second largest inhabited castle in England, second only to Windsor Castle. It's been home to the Percy family for over 700 years and featured in a Shakespeare play. This is Veronica of History Victorum. Join us as we visit Alnwick Castle in northern England. The castle's name is Anglo-Saxon for the farm or trading place on the Aln River and is pronounced Alnwick. The first parts of the castle were built around 1096 as a symbol of the power and status of the new Norman barons that were across England. It became the Percy family home in 1309. It was situated in the border region between England and Scotland to control and protect the border. The castle has been a part of several battles. In one of its earliest sieges, it was captured by King David I of Scotland in 1136, and it was later put under siege unsuccessfully in 1173 and 1174 by William the Lion, King of Scotland. He was captured in his camp outside the castle during a surprise attack by the English and was forced to pledge fealty to King Henry II. The castle even came under attack by William Wallace, also known from the movie Braveheart. In 1297, following his victory at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in Scotland, William Wallace began a campaign across the border into northern England. Many villages and castles in the border region came under attack, including Alnwick Castle. The Abbot's Tower, the Constable Tower, and the Middle Gateway were built in the 14th century by Henry Percy, whose family still owns the castle today. Some of the carved stone figures at the top of the battlements here were added in the 18th century, but are believed to have replaced 14th century originals. The most famous of the Percy family was Henry Percy Hotspur, a famous and celebrated knight in his time who gained a reputation for lightning's quick strikes against the Scots, which earned him his famous nickname Hotspur from the Scots. In 1399, he fought in the rebellion against Richard II to install Henry IV as King of England. Just 4 years later, in 1403, he led a rebellion against Henry IV and was killed in battle in the Battle of Shrewsbury. In Shakespeare's play, he is killed in single combat by the young Henry V. Historically, Hotspur actually led a charge to try to kill the king himself, and he was reportedly shot in the face with an arrow when he opened his visor. The outcome of the battle had heavy losses on both sides, and Hotspur came close to becoming king. Alnwick came under control of the crown at this time, but it was later returned to the Percy family by Henry V. If you have a chance to visit the town, you'll be able to see the Hotspur Gate, which is one of the few pieces left of the wall that was approved in 1433 to defend Alnwick. The outer gate was constructed in the 15th century during the War of the Roses. The castle was captured during the War of the Roses by Queen Margaret of Anjou and was later captured by the Earl of Warwick, known as the Kingmaker. The castle was returned to the Percy family after Warwick was killed and Margaret was taken prisoner. Within the museum in the postern tower, you will find artifacts from Pompeii and Northumberland, which includes Irish, Saxon, Roman, and ancient Gaul artifacts. In the 18th century, the Percy family discovered antiquities on some of their estates, and this began the family's interest in antiquities. The Constable's Tower houses a museum dedicated to the Percy tenantry volunteers. Hugh Percy, the second Duke of Northumberland, had military experience from an early age. At 17, he fought in the 7 Years' War, and he had commanded a regiment during the American War of Independence. In May 1798, the second Duke of Northumberland, in response to fears following the violence in France and threat of invasion, created the Percy Tenantry Volunteers. The Duke used his experience in the American War of Independence to train his men in guerrilla tactics and rifles instead of the traditional muskets. The museum is full of weapons, artifacts, and presentations of the history of the Percy Tenantry Volunteers. Renowned landscaper Lancelot Capability Brown landscaped the surroundings of the castle that we see today. The Alnwick Gardens are just outside of the castle. The central piece of the Alnwick Gardens is the Cascade Fountain with a number of formal gardens.
Bear with me 1 second. Alright, I was trying to fix it from where it keeps kind of timing out. Let's see if it helped any.
In the complex. The infamous Poison Garden is only accessible by tour since every plant in that garden is poisonous.
Wow.
Thank you for joining History Victorum as we explored the history of Alnwick Castle. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment on our channel.
Well, there wasn't much left of it, was there? Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind looking up a little bit more about the poison garden. That's pretty crazy. See, I like that one because you got to see more, like you got to see the outside of it in the grounds, and whereas the other one, which I loved, I always want to see the inside of them because it's gorgeous and the furniture. Um, but I like having both, and this one, did a great job, I think, telling some of the history and who built it and how it changed hands and all that stuff. So I think that was a well-rounded history with the both of them, and then still get the other one where I get to ooh and ah, all the pretty art and furniture and decor, and the architecture, of course, on the inside was incredible. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. I hope you guys did as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and have an awesome day. Thanks for watching with me, you guys. I appreciate you so much. And don't forget, I did want to remind you that there is, well, actually, two things. There's a P.O. box in the description. I just ordered some goodies. I don't know when they're going to get here, but I'm really excited to try them because some of the stuff is stuff I've been wanting to get for a while, and I just haven't been able to find it here. So we'll probably be able to break that into like 2 videos, order enough of that stuff, and then but yeah, if you guys want to send me stuff as well, there's a PO box in the description. And then there's also going forward, there is a link to a GoFundMe to help make a trip over there possible, and get tickets and be able to kind of go around a little bit, because I don't just want to go to like London and see one place. I'd love to go to Scotland as well, and try to see a little bit of the history and some of the countryside as well. So if you guys want to donate to that, even like $1, $5 helps a ton just to get to the goal. And if you're unable to do so, I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you for just watching, subscribing, sharing the videos. You guys are absolutely awesome. I couldn't do any of this without you. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day.